If you really don't want to, you don't have to write notes on what I'm doing right now. I mean,
That's
again, this is
one
kinda
times
extra.
R, right?
This will be like
Practicing
extra.
some?
say again?
We're practicing some right
Yeah.
now.
We're trying to get the formula for this.
Oh.
And I don't want a formula that says you have to get every single term and add them all up. That's not going to help me. It's not a formula. Right? I could do that, just get every term and add them all. I want a formula. I want something I can just plug n into and it spits out the answer to me, and that's it. Right? So I want to figure out what the formula is. Okay? Now here, one little thing I could do. Well, let's do this. What is R times Sn? Don't freak out too much. So like, if I multiply both sides by R, what would that be? A1 times R, right? So when it'd be, I'm just going to move it over a little bit so it's like terms line up. So if I multiply A1 by R, I get A1R.
Yeah.
Multiply A1R by R, I get A1R squared. Do you guys understand the pattern now? I just multiply everything by R.
Yeah.
And again, if you don't quite get this, it's not the end of the world, because I almost didn't show you this, and you guys are like, why did you show us this?
Yeah.
But I got to. And then when you multiply this by, so I get A1 R to the n minus 1, and when I multiply this by R, what do I get?
A1 R and minus 1 squared.
No.
Minus n, n.
Minus 1?
Side note, what is R to the n minus 1 times R? What do you do with the exponents
R
when you
squared.
multiply?
R squared.
You
What do you
add
do with
it.
the exponents?
Add
What's
it.
n
Right.
minus
You add
It's
them.
just n.
What's n minus 1 plus 1?
It's just
N.
n. It's because 1 minus 1
Okay.
So basically, I just shifted all of these over 1, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes.
basically.
Because I just multiplied by an R, and they just kind of all can line up. Now, what do you think we're going to do now? There's an infinite number of stuff here, right? So if I subtract these two, won't a lot of stuff cancel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I take, no questions, if I take Sn minus Rsn, A1 minus 0 is A1.
Yeah.
These cancel, these cancel, these cancel.
Um,
0 minus this is minus A1 R to the n. So what I just did was, if I multiply all these terms by R, I shift them over, and then when I subtract, an infinite number of things goes away, basically. I ain't going infinite. I kill all the stuff in the middle. They all cancel.
So it's A1 minus A1 times R?
To the end? Yeah.
So it's a
Because
times.
here's the A1. What did I subtract from it? Nothing.
Zero.
It's still there. And here's 0 minus this. So I get negative A1Rn. Those, the only things that are left are the things on the ends, because they had no like terms to kill them.
Where'd you get the 0 from?
Because there's nothing there. I could put a 0 wherever I want to if there's nothing there, right? Remember, like, if you want to graph y equals 2x, what's the y-intercept? 0. There's like an understood plus 0 there.
Okay.
Right? Same idea.
No, I don't understand how you, the n minus 1 turned into the n. You say you multiply it by r,
Yes.
so that would be
So right here.
A1 r.
Is the exponent?
R to the n minus 1 plus 1, because you add exponents when you multiply.
Yeah.
And what's n minus 1 plus 1?
And
N. Okay. So what do I get here now? Now, I really want you to recall this. You're never going to have to do this ever. Ever.
Thank
You're
you.
just going to have to sit there. And, hopefully I didn't make that seem the way it was. I almost didn't show you this. Obviously, you're never going to have to do this. But here's the equation now. What, can I take an Sn out? Right? I can take an Sn out because it's in both.
Yeah.
And I can take an A1 out over there, because it's in both. And then I can solve for Sn. That's all I wanted was a stupid formula for Sn.
I
So
don't,
what you
I don't see the
do,
s on the other side.
Sn equals.
What S? What are you talking about?
You said you have an Sn, you're taking out the Sn.
Yes, so if I take it out, what's left? A 1 minus R, because I
Yeah.
took Sn out.
Out, yeah.
Right? GCF.
So now
GCF,
we
algebra.
find Sn.
This is
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All right.
It's before the equal sign.
And over here, same thing. I took an A1 out.
How can you do it before the equal sign?
What do you
If
mean?
your S of n minus r S of n equal A1 minus A1 r of n.
Okay,
But if you
so I can do whatever the hell I want to on this side, right?
don't you have to do it on the other side? as
No.
well?
Did I change the side? No. These are the same. I just changed what it looked like,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So it can
Like
I didn't do anything to the side, I just
So where did the one come from?
What's Sn divided by the Sn I took out?
One.
Oh,
Because when you take something out, you're dividing it out, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one that all the students forget, but you guys wouldn't.
Never.
You never have to do this anyway, so what the hell? So here, what you get, I heard somebody say this, how do you get Sn by itself? Divide by 1 minus r.
Yeah.
So I get, here's my equation for Sn. And I told you it was ugly. And you can see, addition and multiplication things don't play well together.
Yeah, that's.
Why was this one easy again? Because it was addition playing with addition. They play well together, right? So let's summarize what we got. Oops. What do we have here? We have an incredible pile of mess. We got 4 formulas from this section that you can use now. We got this one here. We got this one here. Yeah. We have this one here. And now we have this one here. Okay. So one last little thing, and then I'll let us out early, because I have put you through some good stuff today.
And then before we leave, can you do like one example of a sum?
One example of a who what?
Like summing, a sum, finding sum. Number 2, yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Just
We
do
did
like
that
one-
earlier. That's the one I
That's
wanted to do an
the-
example of, because that's the new one.
Oh,
That's what we just did. I want to do
that
that.
long is what I'm saying.
No, no, no. Do I ever have to do this work ever again?
Never.
Never, because now I can just use the end result, right?
Yes.
Every formula you've ever seen, somebody else did an ass ton of work to get there. Do we actually, well, we care, but do we really care? No, give me the answer. Let me use it, right? But I wanted you to at least see what went into getting this equation.
I don't like that question. I don't like doing that.
You don't like it?
I don't like doing that.
Oh, that's okay. Not many do. Because that's the hard part. So, let's do a concrete example. Okay. Let's take a relatively easy, I think, what was the last one? 7? Yeah. Let's do an easier one. Let's do 4, no. Sorry. Let's do 3, 6, 12, 24, da. We didn't do that one, did we? No. All right. Well, let's do, what would A6 be? Just to see what it would be.
So it'll be 3 times.
What's R in this
R.
case? So A1 is 3, R is,
3.
No.
2.
because they keep doubling every step, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
2 to the fifth.
So 3 times 2 to the
6 minus 1.
6 minus 1, so 5. Right, so if you do that, you get 96. Right, 2 to the 5th, 32 times 3, 96.
And this is the 8.
How you doing? And to check it, that's only 6, right? If I go a couple more steps, double 24, I get 48, double 48, I get 96, yay! Now, what's S6? Thanks, Ryan. Oh, that's probably stop button, all right? What's S6?
So you just play.
Still going?
right?
Cool.
So it'll be 3.
Now, what's my formula? Let's actually write the formula out here. Sn is
A1.
A1, 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. So S6 will be, what's A1?
3.
3. 1 minus r, what's r?
92.
r
2.
2. To the nth power, 6. Because I want S6, right?
Yeah.
Just plug and chug it. And it's 6 in this case. Divided by 1 minus
2.
r, 2.
So.
So it's pure plug and chug.
So 2.
This one is conceptually not as easy to see as the whole Gaussian urban legend thing was. You can see that one. This one's not easy to see. So you just got to plug and chug this bad boy into a calculator. This is 64. 1 minus 64 is negative 63. Divided by negative 1. So it'll be 189, right? How do I check that? I can check that here because I only went up to the 6th term. We got all 6 terms up there. How can I check that? What is that supposed to be?
Adding all.
What is that? What is that? The sum of the 6 numbers. I got the 6 stupid numbers, add them up. They better come out to be what? Freaking 189, or else the whole thing is shit, right? So what is, so I get 9, 21, 45, you can do 93, plus 96 is 180, freaking 9, yay! Right? So again, that formula is not exactly supposed to be obvious, right? Considering what went into making it, I can't just look at it and go, well, that makes sense. No. We had to put it together, but it works. There's a proof right there. Not a proof, but there's an example of where I can see that it did give me the right number. All right, so I...
Went on a
No
tirade.
problem, did you, on the division where you 3 times 1 minus 2 is 6, divided by 1 minus 2.
Negative 1, yeah.
Did you cancel out one of those 2's?
No, what's 1 minus 2?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. What's 2 to the 6th power? 64. 1 minus 64 is negative 63. I just worked it out. Yeah. All right, guys, that's plenty. Don't forget next time. Please. This won't be on there, right? It's only through chapter 9, so don't forget.
Are we?
I haven't been able to access it.
As a checker.
So you go to that website.
How do you know?
Go to my website.
Center at-
And there's a link to the YouTube video.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you try to access it. So you've done that before? You've gone to my website, clicked on the link to the video, and then it just says, yeah, my name on it, Waller is me. One word, Waller is me. One word. If you go to YouTube and type in Trinity Waller is me, it'll come
You go by date?
up. Yeah, David, I got the David election. Well, I stopped it.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand, like, okay, there's one finding this one. But the only time I use this one is when we're looking for a ratio.
This is for sequence where you're adding something. This is for sequence where you're multiplying.
This one is,
So here I was multiplying by 2. So I need to use this.
so and if it was just added by 2, I would.
Yeah, if I was saying 3, 5, 7, 9, that's adding. Let's see what I use that.
So this one's going to
Yeah, so 3 and 4 go together. That's why I would write these kind of together and these together. Yeah, because then the R would be 1/3 or something.
And then I the difference of ratio are the ratio.
No. What's the difference between those? What's the difference between those? 6. What's the ratio? 3.
And I was like, wait.
So if we're not doing chapter 5 on the quiz?
Okay.